Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 119, Fundamental Statistics, Section 7.2, Problem 4. This is Section 7.2, Problem number 4. It says, look up the value for z in the chart, draw the graph and shade in the appropriate region, and the value to look up is negative 1.36. So, there's a four-step process to look up this value in the chart. Step 1, write the number to look up so that it has two places after the decimal. This one already has two places, so I don't really have to do any work. Sometimes you have to fill in a couple of zeros or round off the number. So we can go on to step 2. Step 2, split the number into two parts by pulling off the rightmost digit. The rightmost digit is the 6, so I will split this and I'll have 1.3 and I will have 6. So I've split the number into two parts by pulling off the rightmost digit. Step 2, oh, that was step 2. Step 3, put a 0.0 in front of the rightmost digit that you pulled off. So instead of 6, it becomes 0.06. Step 4 is go to the chart. The digits from the left will tell you what row of the chart to look in, and the digit from the right with a 0.0 in front will tell you what column of the chart to look in. So we're going to go to that chart, look in the negative 1.3 row and the 0.6 column, and see where that row and that column intersect. Now, the chart is written on two different pages. There's a page for positive values and a page for negative values. So you have to pay attention. This is a negative 1.36. You have to be on the negative page of the chart. Now, where you intersect the negative 1.3 row and the 0.6 column, they intersect at 0.0869. Now, you have to understand what 0.869 means. What is that? That's the answer that we found. So if you look at a regular bell curve, that under the center we put a 0, and on the right end we put a 3, and on the left end we put a negative 3. And again, this represents how many standard deviations you are away from the average value. The center, you're 0 standard deviations away from the average because the average is right in the center. On the right side, you're 3 standard deviations larger than the average value. And on the left, you're 3 standard deviations less than the average value. And then by eye, you can fill in positive 1, 2, 3 on the right side and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 on the left side. Now, where 1.36 would fall on the negative side, so there's negative 1, negative 2, so negative 1.5 is right in between negative 1 and negative 2. Negative 1.36 isn't quite all the way to 1.5. And we put a line at that negative 1.36. And the number from the chart, 0.869, is the probability of being less than that value or to the left of that value on the graph. So I'll shade it in, and I'll label it 0.0869. So it's about 8 2/3% probability of being in that shaded region.